There's something she's hiding from you. And if you ever find it out, her power over you disappears. She smiles, flirts, and plays sweet. But deep down she knows, if you wake up, the game is over. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Today, you take that power back. And once you do, she'll never control you again. This video isn't just about dating or women. It's about waking up from a beautiful lie. A lie society, culture, and media have sold you for years. And once you see the truth behind it, you can't unsee it. So stay with me, because what you'll learn in the next few minutes might just rewire the way you view women, power, and most importantly, yourself. Let's start by understanding a fundamental truth. Marcus Aurelius knew well that men suffer more from their imagination than from reality itself. You think she wants a confident man, independent, grounded, secure, and in theory, yes, she does. But here's the paradox. When you finally become that man, she suddenly changes the rules. Ever notice how when you stop texting for just a day, she turns into a detective, FBI agent, and psychic medium all rolled into one? Funny, right? Or maybe terrifying. Here's the first truth she hopes you never realize. She doesn't want you to need her, but she definitely doesn't want you to not want her. This silent contradiction is rarely admitted even by women themselves. Marcus would call this the inner war between desire and nature, because deep inside she's testing you, not out of malice but instinct. Think about it. From firmament, a man detaches emotionally. The orbit around her world shifts. The balance is broken and uncertainty creeps in. That's where the tension begins. But what happens when you do more than just detach? What happens when you take full control of your emotions? Let me ask you something dangerous. What happens when a woman can no longer manipulate how you feel? Suddenly, the late-night texts lose their power. The mixed signals feel like empty echoes. The flirt-withdraw-repeat cycle cracks and crumbles. You've entered the second phase. Marcus Aurelius spoke about self-command, the mastery of your inner kingdom. It means you stop playing the jester in her emotional castle and instead become the king who leaves the party whenever he wants. And here's the real twist. She'll accuse you of changing, but what really happened? You simply stopped chasing validation. Now you value your peace more than her drama. And nothing is more unsettling to someone who once held your emotional remote control. Still with me? Good, because the next move flips the entire game. Here it is. Pull back, not out of anger or revenge, but awareness. Marcus Aurelius warned, "He who angers you conquers you." But this battle isn't about anger. It's about presence and strategic withdrawal. You don't need Taslam doors or post-cryptic social media rants. You just become less available. Your time becomes sacred. Your words fewer but heavier. Your emotions guarded like a Roman vault. Why? Because nothing confuses a modern woman more than a man who says less but means more. The game flips. Suddenly she's replaying your voice notes, rereading your texts, questioning her own moves. Did I mess this up? If you think that makes her nervous, wait until you see what happens next. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." So you begin rebuilding in silence. The gym becomes your therapy, your business, a sanctuary, your solitude, a weapon. Meanwhile, she's watching. Women don't lose interest when you grow distant. They panic when your distance makes you better. Let's be brutally honest. When you were texting her 24/7s, you were a dopamine donor. Now you're a mystery wrapped in purpose. And curiosity. It's the most potent form of attraction. Before we reveal the final truth she hopes you never grasp, let's pause for a moment, because I bet you didn't expect all this from a video titled Marcus Aurelius Warning, right? Did you expect a philosopher to school you on female psychology? Well, Marcus was ahead of his time. His wisdom wasn't just about emperors and wars. It was about power, control, and mastering the chaos within and without. Now here's where most men get stuck. They misunderstand stoicism as coldness or emotional suppression, but it's not about shutting down emotions. It's about mastering them so they don't master you. And that mastery is exactly what she fears. Now that you understand the battlefield, here's the final brutal truth she hopes you never fully grasp. The one truth that flips the entire script. Once you stop needing her approval, she loses all power over you. Not sexually, not emotionally, not psychologically. That's not cruelty, it's clarity. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." And here's the raw truth. You've been manipulated through kindness, derailed by attention, trained to believe that female approval equals male worth. Sound familiar? Think back to all those moments you bent over backwards just to get a like, a message, or a glance. How much did it cost you? Your dignity, your time, your peace of mind. When you finally see this lie for what it is, you don't need to punish her. You simply detach like a stoic ghost. No yelling, no drama, no social media revenge posts, just peace and relentless progress. Because here's the ultimate power move. Detachment is not rejection. It's freedom. Freedom from emotional chains. Freedom from the need to control or be controlled. And that's the moment she'll realize you're no longer her puppet. The chase ends. The games stop. And in that void, something surprising happens. Respect. Marcus Aurelius taught that. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Be the man who doesn't chase illusions. The man who stands calm in the storm. The man who is his own fortress. And women respect that because respect is born from strength, not desperation. Let me pause here with a quick question. If you knew she's been testing you all along, would you play her game or rewrite the rules? Most men stay trapped in the game, but the few who rewrite the rules, they become the kings. The last point, the one she fears the most, is this. When you live by stoic principles, you become unbreakable. Your worth no longer depends on her smile, her mood, or her attention. It depends on you. And that's terrifying to someone who once controlled your emotions. Because now you're rare, not rude, not distant, but deliberately selective. You don't respond instantly. You don't explain yourself. You don't beg for validation. You are a man with a code. And that code, it demands respect first from yourself. Imagine how that changes the game. Suddenly, she's not the prize. You are. And here's a cliffhanger for you. This transformation isn't easy. It's not instant. It takes time, discipline, and relentless self-mastery. But here's the catch. The moment you commit to this path, you begin to live a life that no woman can control. No manipulation, no emotional hostage-taking, just power. Quiet, solid, unstoppable power. Now you might be wondering, what does this look like in real life? It looks like waking up every day with a mission. Not a text chain to decode, not a drama to solve. A mission to improve yourself, to build your legacy, to be the man Marcus Aurelius would be proud of. And yes, she notices, because men who own their minds, hearts, and actions don't need permission. They command presence and demand respect. But here's the secret most men don't know. This power doesn't repel women. It attracts the right ones. Women who don't play games. Women who see a man's value clearly. Women who add to your life, not subtract from it. In the end, this journey is not about getting her, it's about getting yourself. That's the real victory. Before we close, here's a final warning from Marcus Aurelius himself. Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. In other words, stop seeing women as the source of your pain or confusion. Look inward. Master your mind and you master your world. If you felt this video resonate with you, if you're ready to take control and rewrite your story, then here's what you need to do next. Subscribe now because this journey is just beginning. We're not chasing validation. We're becoming men worth chasing. And the moment you forget that, rewatch this video. She hopes you won't.